Hi guys, welcome to Celestial Telepathic Tarot. Today we're going to be doing a pick-up pile reading based off of a song that I really enjoy. It's called Disturbing You by, I think, Darkoo. Can't really remember. Absolute vibe. I'll put it in the description link because that is the whole song that represents the energy of this reading. But yeah, if you haven't figured it out, this reading is about why is your happiness disturbing other people, okay? That is the real tea. So we have 3 piles to pick from. I'm going to upload some images and I'll see you guys at your piles. If you feel like you're drawn to more than one image, go with the flow, pick it. You may have more messages out there for you to tap into. So I'll see you guys at your piles. Bye. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading where we're going to tap in and we're going to see exactly why your happiness is disturbing some folks around you, okay? Near and far, it doesn't even matter. It's just disturbing people and we're going to find out why. So I do have these pre-picked cards that we'll tap into towards the end of the reading, but let's get straight into your tarot. So, spirits, ancient ancestors, ascending masters, guardian angels, divine, can you please tell us the tea? Why is Pile 1's happiness disturbing people? Like, why are people pressed? Oh, right off the bat. Okay, we got 2 cards. Let's see. Oh, the 2 of Wands, because you are an expansive visionary. You could also be someone who is catching flights, not feelings, okay? You are on to the next. You are doing a lot. You are making a hell of a lot of plans. You could be following your passions, your desires, your ambitions, and it's giving this vibe that if you set a plan or if you have a goal, a dream, a desire, you make it work, okay? You actually make it happen. And it's this vibe of like, because the bird is standing out to me, like your spiritual ancestors, your guides, they intuitively guide you to make the right calculated steps that are going to be beneficial towards you in the future. So yeah, people are kind of pressed that you're out here setting goals, ambitions, aspirations, and you're meeting your targets, you're meeting your deadlines. Maybe they're feeling insecure because they're either too afraid to jump out of the box and chase their goals, or they make up plans and their plans just aren't thorough enough. They don't put in the right preparation for it to be successful. So you could have some people evil eyeing the fact that, hey, you have a vision, you have a goal, and you make it happen. No one can stop that. Literally. I love that the King of Wands is here because, yeah, it's reaffirming that you are someone that's very dominant, okay? That's another reason why people are pressed by your happiness, because you could be very independent, regardless if you are a man or you just identify with the masculine energy. I'm just getting this vibe, speaking to the females here, like you don't really need a man, okay? You can do bad all by yourself. And same thing for the guys as well. You don't need, like, you are attractive. You have people throwing themselves at you because they find you desirable and alluring, and sexually you be making them feel hot and bothered. But I'm getting this vibe of rejecting. Like, you know you're the hot shit and you be rejecting people. Yeah, literally the 7 of Cups. You have options, you have hoes, and this is why people are pressed, because it's like, whether it be money, finances, work, friends, lovers, family, like you have so many options of people wanting to work with you, people wanting to collaborate with you, basically repeating myself, but people just wanting to be in your energy because they see that you are a go-getter, they see that you are abundant, they see that you are successful, and they want to help join you and build on that success. You know, the 7 of Cups also talks about illusions, so it's given this vibe that you very much have a skill where you know to look out for options that are not serving you, like the options that are not in your best interest and they're gonna do you more harm than good. You know how to deter and stay away from that. So Yeah, with the King of Wands, like you're hella passionate, your goals, your ambitions, you chase after them, you are successful, you're just very much in your power, and no one can tell you nothing if you don't want to do it for real. So yeah, that's really Gucci. People just be feeling some type of way that you're someone that's very dedicated to your progression. Like, you say if you're not happy with what's going on in your life, or you're not happy with the options, you don't just sit there and settle, okay? If you want more out of life, like, you will go ahead and get what you want, okay? You're not someone that's just gonna wait for life to happen. You make life happen. And people be really annoyed how it's given this vibe of you're someone who can really overcome any obstacles that come your way, okay? Again, with you just have a creative, expansive, imaginative vision that people just really, they can't keep up with, they can't comprehend. It's like your creative passion and ability to just do innovative stuff. I can never say that word, but just to do exciting, new, out of the box stuff. Like, people are just like, damn, how do you make it work? And especially when it comes to financially as well, you could be someone that, like, creative wise, you are able to creatively think of stuff, whether it be content creation, music, modeling, writing. It's like you could be an entrepreneur kind of vibes. You use your creativity and baby, you make money off of that shit for real. And obviously you're a natural born leader. Like, no one can challenge you. No one can really match your energy and your enthusiasm to accomplish the goals that you set for yourself. And I feel like that's another reason why people just be pressed, because they see how motivated and confident you are. And also on top of that confidence, like, you're hella charming. That's why people be throwing themselves at you. So people kind of just wish they had your personality, and hey, like, sucks to be you, but they can't have your personality. So let's see what else wants to come out. That is way too much. I'm gonna have to put that back. But the King of Pentacles flipped out amongst those cards, reaffirming that you are definitely someone that is in your bag. You are financially stable. You have a solid foundation, okay? You could be a good provider for the people around you if you have to provide for people. When it comes to yourself, like, you are making sure that you are well provided for. You are well taken care of. It's given this vibe that, again, you don't have to depend on anybody because you got it. And I feel like what else I wanted to say when I was highlighting the feminine and masculine energies, it's like, masculines, you're very macho. People find that attractive. And feminines, like, you could be an alpha female. You could be someone who, like, you could be balanced with the masculine and feminine energies, but you could be someone who operates mainly from your masculine energy, and you could have people intimidated as well. That's why people are pressed, because you don't care if people are intimidated by your energy and your aura, because it's given this vibe of, that's a them problem. That's not a you problem. That's a them problem. The Eight of Cups. Ooh, baby, you have no problem walking away from people, places, and things that do not serve you. And with this Magician energy, reaffirming that you are multi-talented, okay? Midas touch, whatever you create turns to gold. You just have so many skills and, like, a magic manifester. That's why your plans, your creative visions, they are always materializing into the physical. But what people are really pressed about is the fact that you will walk away from old foundations that you've built with people if you feel like they no longer resonate with your spirit, or they just no longer align with what you want to do or who you want to be. You'll release it, start a fresh, new, clean slate, and build something new elsewhere. It's giving this vibe that people cannot emotionally guilt trip you. They cannot keep you stuck. They cannot hold you down. They cannot have you chained to them for life. Like, you don't do no codependent ish with nobody, okay? You don't do no trauma bonding with nobody. You live for yourself. And I don't feel like you're selfish, okay? I don't want it to be like you're selfish, because that King of Pentacles energy came through, and the King of Pentacles has no problem sharing their wealth and abundance with people. But it's like, you know when to walk away from situations that are not giving back to you the same way that you be giving to them. And I feel like that as well is what has people like highly intimidated by your aura, because people could get attached to you, but I'm sorry, it's not, the feelings are not the same sometimes. And it is what it is. And the main reason I feel like people are triggered by you walking away is because they themselves, like, they may be dealing with abandonment issues, and unlike you, they fear change. Like, you very much welcome change. It's very exciting to you because it opens up an avenue, or it just opens up a pathway for you to do personal development, and people very much fear that. Another thing with you walking away from people and what has them pressed, it's like you walking away and never looking back or never wanting to reconnect with them has them being like, oh, am I the drama? Am I the negativity, the negative energy that's been holding you back, that's been blocking your blessings? And it makes them do some certain introspection that they don't really want to do. Maybe not everyone will do that introspection, but when people catch on to the fact that you've walked away from them because they are bad vibes, and you're just pretty much fed up of their aura, their energy, their being, they just be feeling some type of way. Like, you have them bothered, you have them pressed. And again, like, you're very confident in your ability to start anew. You're very confident in the energy of, like, you have yourself, okay? You don't have to rely on an entourage to hold you down. And people are very much intimidated by it. And we saw that magician, like, you are powerful, baby. You are powerful. And that's reaffirming again why people are intimidated by your energy, because they see how powerful you are. You have the power to, I'm not saying that you're abandoning people, but you have the power to abandon situations that do not serve you and build anew somewhere else. And not everyone has that strength and willpower to do the same thing. And I feel like what has people even more annoyed is the fact that, yeah, it fulfills you. It makes you happy when you move on to other cycles, because they be feeling stressed and they be feeling anxious and they be feeling uneasy. But if we're reflecting on you, you have an energy like, yeah, you may get into these low moods where the dark negative thoughts, you know, that negative voice inside your head, where it may try and, is it the ego? It just may try and tear you down and tell you things that are not true. But I feel like you really have the energy to rise above that and release that negative energy and move on from it. Like, you will not stay stuck and stagnant in that energy. Yes, you have no problems allowing the emotions to flow through you, but you do get to a point where you have to rise above it and you release it. You don't hold on to it, because it's given this idea like no one is perfect, you know, no one is always high vibrational all the time. We all have our moments where life is fucking hard, you know what I mean? It's kicking us down. We're not winning as much as we wish, or we're not where we want to be. Like, we have those moments, but you will get back into your King of Wands, your Two of Wands energy, and reflect on how you've walked away from situations and you've rebuilt yourself, and you'll remember who the fuck you is. Like, it's kind of that. You'll have your moment where you'll cry and you'll dabble, but you will remember who the fuck you is, and you will boss up and get back up. And people, like, they be feeling some kind of way about that. I don't know if it's a situation where evolving wise, you evolve quicker than most, and that just has them very annoyed because they feel like they can't keep up with you. But it's just given this vibe, especially when you walk away from people and you're no longer like an advisor, a guide, a light for them. Like, you're no longer around to help them navigate the game of life. They feel very distressed, they feel very upset. And on top of like reaffirming, when people are like, oh, am I the drama, am I the negativity, that has them feeling even more sad, because I don't know, you know how you have to do your introspection and your self-development? Maybe they have a moment where they're just kind of like, yo, I don't even know where to begin with it all. So yeah, even if you do deal with situations where, hey, you may be dealing with a bit of depression and having a bit of inner turmoil with yourself that you need to work on, people be pressed. Like we said, you rise above it and you get out of it. But it's like the paranoia, you don't allow that to consume you, okay? You don't blow the situation that you're like, the feelings and the emotions that you're going through, you don't blow it out of proportion. And like we said, allow it to consume you. People are pressed or they're upset because you do not accept hopelessness and defeat. You understand that life has its challenges and it's not always smooth and breezy, and yes, you may have times where you're anxious and you're scared, but you're never going to allow it to stop you from doing what it is you came here to do in this earth, this world, this lifetime. So let's get one more card from the tarot, please, Spirit. Ooh. Spirit, you gave me 2 and I asked for 1. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. Oh, we have the 3 of Swords. I'm gonna put that back. I feel like it's reaffirming like heartbreak, betrayal. You go through those things and you really know how to heal yourself and rise above it and move on. And with this Knight of Cups coming out, baby, you are not short of love offers, okay? We've also got the 2 of Swords, like, and I'm getting it more for the 3 of Swords in terms of like love offers. Like, you really be having to put up your barriers and defenses because you have to outweigh the choices around you. Is it really good for me? Is it really beneficial to me? But the 2 of Swords also talks about, yes, you may be a bit confused on what pathway to take, but there's still a sense of balance there. Like, you are adding up the right pros and cons, and when you have evaluated each section of the spectrum, you will know exactly where you need to go. So with this Knight of Cups here, yeah, you're charming, you're a hopeless romantic, but you protect your heart because, boy, you have definitely been stung by love, okay? But I feel like that's what it is as well. People are just perplexed how you've had certain folk come into your world and try and like break your heart, let you down, disappoint you. But it has not dimmed your self-worth, it has not knocked your confidence, and it has not made you want to give up on love. You still have this idea, this belief that, hey, there is a love of a lifetime out there that is going to match your energy and give you exactly what you need, okay? Again, with the passion, excitement, going after what you want. That's what you live for, that's what you do. And people... they want to embody your energy. That's why your happiness is disturbing them, because no matter what you go through, no matter if you deal with depression, low moods, anxiety, fear, you will always rise above it. You will always step up to the occasion and do exactly what it is that you came here to do, baby. People just be pressed because you are literally an inspiration to everyone around you. And the reason you're an inspiration is because you will forever follow your heart. It doesn't matter who comes in, does what. Like, you don't allow past experiences to really dictate or come in between the here and now. It was in the past, it happened, you're gonna let go and you're gonna release it. I just need to let my cat out. I'll be right back. Okay guys, let's tap into another deck and we're gonna see, why is your happiness disturbing people? Oh, we have questions. Ask a lot of questions, find more information. So people are upset because not only are you knowledgeable, you're also very curious. It's given this vibe that you ask the questions that need to be asked, so no one can come through and deceive you or lead you astray or have you doing something that you don't want to do, because you will find out all the information about whatever you're doing. I'll give you an example. I was literally watching Rough Diamonds and there was a scene where I think his name is Noah. He's working with, who are they? I think the Albanian mafia, they wanted to set up this meeting with some person. I don't know who they are. They're just some important figure. And the Albanians, like, the deal was dodgy from the jump. As soon as the other party agreed, they were either going to go to prison or die. And Noah was like, he canceled the whole thing. He was like, don't take the deal. I'm out. I don't want to do this because it goes against my morals and everything that I stand for. So that is you. No one can make you do anything you don't want to do, because you will. It's given this vibe of dot the I's and cross your T's, okay? You ask the questions that need to be asked. And maybe that's why people find you intense and intimidating, because especially when dating, like, you have no problem asking those hardball questions. Where do you see this going? Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Do you see marriage, children, whatever? You have no problem asking the questions that need to be asked, because at the end of the day, you don't want to waste your time, okay? And people, they find it intimidating because they don't know what to expect when it comes to interacting with you. And it's also given this vibe of, you could also catch people off guard because maybe they don't be having the answers that you need, and someone not having an answer for you is an answer, okay? No answer is an answer for you. Oh, okay, we have 2 cards. No, we have 3 cards. Okay, okay. I'll take these ones that flipped over. So we have intuition. Oh, my spiritual psychic baddies. Welcome to the chat. Trust your inner feelings. You know the right answer. And look at how the heart and the brain is balanced. For me, that's realigning back to the 2 of Swords, when we were talking about when you have decisions to make. Again, with the questioning, this is why you ask questions, because you like to be well informed. But when you have decisions to make, like, you're very balanced with the logical and you're very balanced with the heart, okay? One is not like overpowering the other. And this is why you are able, because the second card here is let go, release negative feelings holding you back. This is why you're able to easily walk away and release things that do not serve you, because intuitively, what did we say with your spiritual team and ancestors? They are always guiding you. That's why, like, if people are being deceptive behind your back and you're not seeing it in the here and now, it's okay, because your spiritual team will guide you to move away from those people. You may not have the proof or the evidence, or you may not know exactly why, but on an energetic level, intuitively, that will be enough for you, because you just feel like they're not nourishing, they're not healing or helping you grow or evolve, okay? I was going to say nourishing, healing your soul. But yeah, reaffirming that you release negativity, you let go of negativity. And I want to tap back into that Knight of Cups energy, you being a hopeless romantic, love, you know, just love being in love. The reason you are able to just continue to believe in romance and abundance of love is because intuitively, like, you trust yourself, especially with the questions as well. And we literally just said it, like, when it comes to dating people, you will ask those hard questions, but you literally trust yourself to make the right, well-informed decision, especially when it comes to love as well. And you never give yourself a hard time if you do make the wrong decision in love, because you know how to walk away and let go of people, places, and things that are just, they're weighing you down. They're not making you feel happy at all, okay? So we also have, oh, stop it, because at the start of the reading, I literally said, you got options. Explore all your options, okay? People are just so upset because you have options. You have an abundance of options. If someone works against you and blocks a blessing, it doesn't even matter, because you got 10 more lined up waiting for you. Like, that's why people are pressed, because they, like, you're always on to the next, okay? Especially in love. Especially in love as well. You are forever exploring your options, okay? And I'm not going to really read too much into the winter vibes of what it's saying, but she's really giving Ice Queen. So I feel like people are intimidated because they see you as an Ice Queen, or they're just pressed that you're someone who knows when to turn off and turn on your emotions, okay? Reaffirming that no one can emotionally blackmail you, okay? Like, no, I will turn off these emotions and act like you're some next random Joe. Please do not get too comfortable. Like, no, I love that energy. So let's get 2 more cards from this deck, and then we're gonna see what the pre-pick cards are saying. I'm literally just gonna be like, and then because I love a good bottom energy. Okay, let's do that. Oh. Okay, let's see exactly what these cards are saying. So we have creation, inception, genius, manifestation. What do we say, baby? You are a magic manifester. You make all your dreams come true. You have the Midas touch. Everything you touch turns to gold, okay? Inception. Let me just do a quick Google search real quick. I'm sorry, guys. I had to see because all that was coming to me was the film Inception, and I was like, guys, like, I mean, I guess that kind of relates because it's like dreaming, and within dreams, like, you can make anything happen. But yeah, Inceptions was just giving this vibe of like creating something, the beginning of something. So reaffirming that you are a genius. On top of that, you are a creative genius. You can just, it's given this vibe, you can make nothing into something, okay? And again, with the manifestation, we saw that magician card. You are a magic manifester. No one has anything on your swag, okay? So people just be pressed because you literally, it's given this Empress vibes. The Empress is a creator. She plants seeds and they manifest into just abundance, mega abundance. And people be pressed that you have that ability and that creative vision and insight to just have a seed and watch it grow. So we have meditation, contemplation, peace, communication. So yeah, no one can disturb your happiness. No one can disturb your peace. That's why people be pressed, okay? That's why people be pressed. They can't come in and rock your world. They just can't. It's not a thing here. Very sorry. When it comes to your peace, if anyone is compromising your peace, that's why you walk away and you leave them alone, because you don't play about it. And you're very much someone, you may be someone who's very action orientated and fast forward movement, but with the contemplation, I'm very much getting a vibe of, okay, this is what it could be, because it relays back to that planning energy. Like, you will really sit down and contemplate something and really think about it before you go ahead and act on it. You're not someone who, again, like, you're not going to have a plan. You're not just going to do something based on hasty or rush emotions, okay? If you do something, it's built off of intention, and you don't play about that for real. People could also be aggravated that you are a very good communicator. It's giving this energy of, I said what I said and I meant it, okay? And again, with the clear communication, like, you're just able to communicate exactly what needs to be heard within that moment. You could also have an energy as well where you tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And with that, you have to have confidence, okay? So what people be pressed and bothered about is that you're not a people pleaser. You're definitely not a people pleaser. So you have bigger picture. Trust the universe to paint the bigger picture. Yep, reaffirming that your ancestors, your spiritual team, like, whatever you want to create, they are behind you 110%, making it happen, making it shake, making it move, okay? It's like, people could be aggravated as well that you do see the bigger picture. It's just given this vibe that, yeah, you may be stuck, not because of other people, but because of that 9 of Swords energy. Like I said, we all have those moments where life is just going slower than we expected. It's not panning out the way that we wanted. But at the end of the day, you understand that these bumps are all a part of your destination, okay? They're just a redirection to where you need to go. So people be aggravated that you do be seeing the bigger picture of situations, even when you'll be going through the hardest circumstances that you could ever imagine for yourself. You understand that there is a reason for this, because A, there's something that you need to learn, or B, it's going to give you the skills necessary to acquire your destined goal, okay? Fulfillment. So yeah, you are hella fulfilled. This is why you don't need no one. You don't need no man. You can take care of yourself, okay? But whatever you're dreaming of, there will be fulfillment. You are being blessed. So yeah. I love that energy. Yes, you're fulfilled within yourself, but people are pressed and unhappy because the universe is forever blessing you with your dreams and your wish fulfillment, okay? It's definitely giving a vibe of God's favorite. You're very blessed and highly favored, and people be seeing that, because whenever you set out on a new path, whenever you say, this is my dream, I'm going to achieve it, it happens. You're the magic manifester. No one's stopping your abundance, your flow, your success. And you got people feeling some type of way about it. Raven. Oh my gosh. And we were literally talking about, is it a raven or is it a hawk? It looks more like a hawk, but birds could be symbolic to you, okay? But it says, you are full of mystery and magic. The spirit of the raven travels with you. So again, because for me, like crows and ravens, it really highlights like ancestral, spiritual, divine kind of connection and power. So that's just reaffirming that your spirits, your ancestors, your divine helpers, whoever you pray to, whoever you believe in, they are always with you. They are always guiding you. They are always supporting you. They are always giving you strength and power to knock down your obstacles and achieve whatever goals you want to achieve. People could be really curious and perplexed about where you get this power from. They don't really understand it. They want to know more about it. But what people are upset about is that you are a mystery. You're also magical, but it's like you enjoy being a mystery because you don't want people in your business, okay? And maybe you're a popular loner, so people just are unhappy at the fact that it's given this vibe that you just move by yourself. You're happy being in your own energy. You could very much have friends, okay? Like if you have friends, it can still apply. Like you can still be a social butterfly, but have a section of yourself that you literally just reserve for you alone. Like you still have parts of your life that are a mystery to people, and people just don't understand how. And that's what makes you appealing to partners as well, the fact that you are a mystery and they have to discover you. They have to put in that extra work to figure you out. But yeah, people are just kind of envious or unhappy about the fact that you enjoy remaining an enigma to people. Like you don't feel the need to divulge every gory detail about yourself. You could also have an energy as well that these struggles that you may encounter, like maybe you go through it behind closed doors. You don't really share that with people. So people don't really know when you be going through it, and that be having them pressed as well because they always or only see you winning, okay? And you know, people be annoyed about that kind of shit because they want to feel better about themselves when they see you down, okay? I hate an ugly belly like that. Let me get some water real quick. Okay, our next card is humble. Oh, I love this energy because you guys are the shit. You guys know you're the shit, but you don't feel like you need to brag on it. I'm very down to earth and relatable. So, yeah, like you could very much be conceited if you wanted to, because like we said, with that King of Wands energy, you are attractive, you are good looking, you have partners throwing themselves at you, but you're still very humble, down to earth. People are able to relate to you. And I feel like that is why I'm not saying you specifically go through struggles to relate with people, but you going through certain struggles is what allows you to remain humble and relate with people who may not be as oh, what's the word, fortunate as you are. But yeah, people just kind of, because it's given this vibe like if anyone has something bad to say about you, they're very much a hater, because like you're not giving off bad vibes. You're good looking, you stay in your bag, you're a magic manifester, you're very intuitive, you're very magical, okay? You're forever blessed, fulfilling your dreams, and on top of that, you're humble and down to earth, okay? Like, nah, these people who be pressed about your happiness, like, everyone knows they're a whole ass hater, because it's like, you're an earth angel. Why are you hating on an earth angel? That's just some weird ass vibes right there. Spazzy, I go off a lot. Oh! Oh, okay. People could definitely be spazzing over the fact that you are happy, you are thriving, you are abundant. It always seems that you are winning and you are never failing, you are never slacking, you are never slipping. Like, people could be very pressed and spazzed out about that, or it can relate to a thing that, hey, maybe you do have a bit of a temper, and some people let it slide. Like, you could have a bit of a temper, or you could get active sometime, and your admirers and the people that like you, they be letting it slide, because it's given, and this is why your haters be mad, because it's given an energy of, well, you must have done something to get this humble being to act crazy. Like, you must have did something. We need to really evaluate the situation. Did you antagonize them? Did you aggravate them? Like, what did you do? So yeah, people definitely be spazzing over your happiness, but at the same time, if you have a bit of a hothead temper, like, people be looking the other way, because it's giving this vibe of you probably had a reason to go off. So we have guilt free. So yeah, we literally said it. People can't guilt trip you. They can't manipulate you, because baby, you will snip a hoe, cut it off, and you won't think twice about it, because as far as you're concerned, you are happier, you feel lighter, and you feel blessed. So if you needed to get rid of that energy, no one's gonna make you feel any type of way about it. So that's why they're pressed. Like, no one can guilt you into feeling anything about any situation. They should have been acting right, okay? Because you were definitely acting right. You were given the energy that needed to be given. So they just weren't being reciprocated, okay? It just wasn't being reciprocated, and you had to let it go. So that's why they be pressed, okay? You are here. This is an interesting card, because what the hell? Give me a second. Let me think. Okay. This is a new deck. I don't really use, I mean, all my decks are basically new, because I don't really be using them every day, but I have never seen this card. But what it's really giving for me with the "you are here," it's like people are upset that you're on this earth and you know exactly what it is that you're here to do. Like, when it comes to your life purpose, your life mission, your life goal, or even just finding that niche passion, the whatever, like, okay, this is so random. First thing that came to my mind, like a priest, okay? Like, a priest has found his, what do they call it? They call it, is it a mission? I don't know. A priest has found his goal in life, and it is here to preach to the community and enlighten them. It's like, whatever it is here, whatever it is that you are here to do, you have figured it out. And people are upset and they're pressed because they can't figure it out what they are supposed to do in this lifetime. Like, they don't know, and they kind of want you to help them draw a map and get a clue, but that's not your job, okay? You figured out what you need to do, and you're abundantly thriving, you're fulfilled with what you're doing. And that's what it could be as well. It's like, people see you living and walking in your life path, and you're hella happy, fulfilled, blessed, evolving, getting the moolah, and it's given this vibe that they're kind of just existing, and they're not very much, like, they feel like they're not having the same, is it human experience that you're having. And yeah, that just has them feeling a bit unhappy and a bit pressed about you and the way that you're living your life. So it says, embrace the flow of life, okay? No one can keep you stuck. No one can keep you stagnant. You are always moving on to the next baby, okay? And what's that word? Like restriction, not restriction. Oh, I can't even think of the word. It's a word like when change is happening and you're trying to go against it. You're trying to push back. You're not welcoming the change. You're trying to avoid the change. You don't do that. You welcome change. You go with the flow of life and where it wants to take you, because new adventures, new beginnings, new opportunities, they very much excite you, okay? You are always looking to discover a new layer of yourself, and you very much welcome the universe intuitively being your compass on where you need to go. So it's kind of given a full energy with you just not being afraid to take a leap of faith onto the next. People don't know how you do it, because for them, when change arises, like, they want to push back and they want to fight it. They don't want to welcome it, because the change, or just the unknown, the uncertainty, it kind of scares them. So we also have see the bigger picture. Shut up! That literally came out twice. That literally came out twice. You already know what it is. This is why you embrace the flow. This is why you go wherever your ancestors, wherever the divine, the Lord, whoever you believe in, wherever they tell you to go, you go, because it's all a part of the bigger picture of your end goal and your destination. If you're here to build a dynasty and this is how you need to build your dynasty, you need to go through A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you finna do that, because these are all notches on your belt. These are all skill points that are gonna get you to the top level. So yeah, people, it's like your perspective on situations and life and circumstances. People are annoyed that they don't have, it's probably one of those clairvoyances, but it's like when it comes to just the way you analyze things, people are just annoyed that they can't see the bigger picture, especially if they feel like they're going through a low moment in their life. They just struggle to see the bigger picture on how to get out of that, or how that one moment is just leading them to the next bigger and better thing. That coming out twice, that's freaking dope, okay? I love that for you guys. You guys are just very much on the ball on life. You don't let anything knock you down, and it's like, you know that you're here to do big things. For that to come out twice, I'm confirming it, okay? With the you are here to do some big things, and this is why people are unhappy and they're pressed about it, because if you don't see it, they sure as hell see it, okay? They see that you are destined to do great ass things. So we have toxic fixation. Someone is attracted to your light and seeking to dim it. This is why we said you be walking away to the drama, please no. You be walking away from the drama, because you really do be feeling when the energy vampires be using you for their fix. Like, you're like, baby, I'm not with it. No, you're draining me. You're slowing down my progression. I'm not here for it. People be pressed because you really do be feeling energy, and anytime you're unhappy, or you just feel unstable, unbalanced, or you feel like, again, your peace is being compromised, or like the card says, you feel someone trying to dim your light, they're trying to make you believe a projection or an illusion, like, nah, you will cut snip a hoe. Like, you don't deal with that. You release it and let it go for real. And people be pressed because I don't know if people want to project onto you that they are the shit, okay? I haven't even said it and I'm laughing, but it's given this vibe like, okay, and I've been in this situation as well. Like, you know when you have friends and they be zapping up all your energy thinking that they're the hot shit, forgetting that they be getting the energy from you, okay? Because you're the actual star here that they're trying to dim, okay? And then you walk away and you leave them and they're like, oh, my magic is gone, because they were never the magic to begin with. That's why people be pressed, because they know you have no problem walking away from anything, because you are the magic in the situation. You are the source in the situation. You are the recipe in the situation. They are absorbing it, okay? I love that. You guys are a whole vibe. Candle magic. Someone has been doing candle magic work on you. As the flame burns, the energy increases. I want to say y'all are divinely protected, okay? Don't read too much into that card, for real, because at the end of the day, when you feel someone trying to siphon your energy, okay, when you feel someone trying to take from you and you feel like you're losing your spark, like, you will intuitively know to move away from those people. And that's why people be feeling intimidated, because doing any kind of magic on you, no. No. And at the start I literally said it doesn't matter if people do stuff behind the scenes. Your spiritual team will guide you to move away from these people, and I'm sorry, karma will do the rest, okay? So for me, that's reaffirming that anyone that tries to steal your energy through kitchen magic, okay, because that's what it is, it's kitchen magic. Like, no, they're very regretful and remorseful, because as soon as you walk away and you're on to the next and you're not giving a fuck about them in the situation, like, they be reaping up their karma and they be seeing that they're the drama. Okay? So part one, that was such an exciting reading. I had a wonderful time vibing with you guys. If there's another part out there, go ahead and check it out, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Oh my god, don't forget to comment down below if this resonated with you. Like, share, subscribe, join my familia, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi pal 2, welcome to your reading, and today we're gonna see, why is your happiness disturbing people? Like, why are they pressed because you're happy and living your best life? I have some pre-picked cards, but we'll tap into those later. For the meantime, let's just get straight into your tarot. Spirit, ancient ancestors, ascending masters, guardian angels, divine. Why is pal 2's happiness disturbing other people? Like, please tell us the tea. You have many secrets. You are a mystery. You are, ooh, you're also like karma for people. You're also karma for people, or the universe is just bringing forward karmic justice, or you're getting the abundance rewards that you deserved. It could be a fact that if people do wrong by you, not only are you able to see through it and disassociate yourself from those people, but people find out the hard way that the universe is heavily protecting you and watching out for you. So what's definitely standing out for me is that you are intuitive, you are psychic, you're able to read people. No one can come and be deceptive and play in your face, okay? People are very annoyed that you can see the intention that they're bringing towards you, and you're able to act accordingly. Like, you don't play how they expect you to behave in the circumstances that they're trying to project towards you, for sure, okay? People are just upset that you're hella smart, you have a lot of wisdom. This is why no one can really come and play in your face or manipulate you or project stuff onto you that you don't really resonate with. You have a really good understanding of life and how energy operates and how you can manipulate that energy to better benefit you in the future. You're also really desirable, okay? And people find your spiritual essence, your intuition, and your psychic abilities very desirable. Like, yeah, your whole sensuality incorporated with your spirituality, like, You be wooing people. People want to connect with you because they just love that you're a whole ass mystic, okay? You also receive a lot of spiritual downloads. This is why no one can really play in your face. And people are just, it's giving this vibe of envious of your connection with spirit and the fact that you have these intuitive gifts that help you navigate and operate through life. We have the King of Pentacles. So regardless if you're a divine feminine, you guys are in your masculine energy, or you just know how to operate and tap into your masculine energy and make it work for you, okay? And if there are feminines, like, they find that, like, they're annoyed about it. They're a bit envious that you're able to operate within a man's world if you know, resonate with being a woman, okay? In terms of the King of Pentacles, like, you're hella stable, you're mature, you're secure, your bag is up and it stays stuck, okay? Like, no one can mess about with your finances. I feel like not only are you a good provider for yourself, but in terms of like the people around you who are not low vibrational and they're actually authentic and genuine, you have no problem making sure that they feel financially secure and provided for. You have no problem helping them out with their stability. It's just giving a vibe that people are upset that you're very good at handling and managing money. Maybe they themselves, they don't feel like they have those skills, and yeah, they just be hella pressed that you are able to make very good investments that pay off in the future. Again, with the maturity, like, especially with that wisdom, okay, like, you have a very good balance. You could be someone that's mature for your age. If not, you're just very mature and people feel some type of way because they lack that certain maturity. Maybe you demand a lot of respect as well. People give you your flowers, and that's why people feel upset and pressed, because they don't be getting their flowers the way you do. Like, people really admire how you make them feel safe and secure. You make them feel comfortable and comforted. Also, they really trust you to lead them when it comes to projects, when it comes to life, giving advice, because they see how you dominate and you operate within your own world. So they really do respect you as a leader, someone to look up to. You're very, like, you're an inspiration. And on top of that, like, your authenticity, people really do admire how you are so authentic. You don't try and bend to people's will in order to gain their acceptance. You really do live for yourself, and not everybody can do that. Some people are people pleasers, they need validation from others, but you don't resonate with that at all. People could be envious of your high social status, okay? The fact that, like we said, people see you as a leader, you are a boss, you could be an entrepreneur, like, you are stable, wealthy, you have a lot of success, or you attract a lot of success. On top of that, like, people really admire how you are grounded. I mean, yeah, stable and grounded, same thing, but you're grounded, and you're also loyal, but you command a lot of loyalty within people as well. You're very much a hard worker, and that's why people respect, like, whatever you do, because they know when it comes to shooting in the gym, you've been shooting in the gym to get your success. So yeah, that's why people want to come to you and ask for a lot of advice and guidance and wisdom, because it's given this vibe that people want to get like you. And that's another reason why some folk be feeling like disturbed and unhappy, because not everyone looks to them as a source of guidance. It's given this idea of, like, say if you want to get somewhere in life, like, you're not going to ask for advice from someone who isn't where you want to be. So you are definitely where people want to be, and that's why people ask you for advice and wisdom. And it has these other people really pressed, because it has them reflecting, thinking, oh, people really don't value me, or they don't really respect me the way that I thought they did, because they don't be looking for my advice and input for, you know, certain situations and outcomes. So, do I have room for a fifth one? I kind of do want to keep it going with the 5, because I think that's what I did in the last pile. Bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. while I try and create some space. Okay, that should work. So with the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands, like, you've really overcome a lot of hardships, struggles, and cycles that were just overwhelming, overburdening. People could respect you because you've had a lot of responsibilities that you've had to manage and maintain, but you have not allowed those responsibilities to keep you stuck and stagnant or block you from attaining your dreams, your visions, your ambitions and aspirations. With this Eight of Swords energy, now let's tap into it, because what I want to see is what I want to say is, yes, you may have situations where you have felt like you've put yourself in an imposed prison, or you feel trapped, stuck because of fears, egos, and anxiety, but you really have the power and the capability to conquer those fears and anxieties and move beyond that. Like, you don't stay stuck for too long. You don't allow your ego or the negative voices inside your head to basically tell you negative stuff that really stop you from pursuing any dreams that you want to go after. Let me change the soundtrack. I do not like it. Oh, that is so much better. Okay. But yeah, like we were saying, like, you don't allow these fears and anxieties to stop you chasing after your dreams and your goals. And that's why people could be very pressed, because they don't have that same determination, willpower, and strength to overcome the blockages and barriers and limitations that they put in front of themselves. And unfortunately, I don't know why people will be very angry or annoyed or upset that you're able to conquer your demons and make them your bitch. Like, instead of envying me, why don't you learn from me? Okay, people, they spend time, like, I'm not gonna say throwing you evil eye, but they spend time feeling some type of way about your happiness and your success. The whole time they really want to learn from you, but I don't know if it's their own ego, their own pride, that is really stopping them from really asking the questions that needs to be asked, because maybe they don't want you to see them as lower down on the food chain than them. Okay, and that's a them problem that they need to deal with. So let's just tap out of that energy. In terms of the King of Wands, you are a visionary, you are a natural born leader. Okay, people just feel some type of way that you are able to command respect, you're able to command a team. And again, with the loyalty, like, people, you're able to make people believe in your vision and your dream. You're very passionate, creative, you're expansive, entrepreneur. Again, when it comes to, like, especially the way that he's holding that coin, like, you're able to use your innovative, creative, imaginative mind to it's like make money off of the creativity, whether that be modeling, whether that be fashion designing clothes, writing a book, writing music, photography. Like, you can think of something, or in the sense of, like, whatever's in your head, you can materialize it into the physical and make money off of it, make bread off of that. And people, like, they feel some type of way. You could be someone, you don't necessarily have to work a 9 to 5. If you want to go build your own business, you could do that. You have the skills, ability, wisdom, power, and knowledge to do that. And people be upset because they feel like they don't have the same skills, or they're not able to be as successful as you are when you do things. I really feel like people stay comparing themselves to you. Like, they be feeling very frustrated because they just feel powerless in comparison to you. They feel like the fear and anxiety is causing a lot of mental anguish and confusion. They just don't know how to get out of their head. They feel hella stuck and confused, and they see you happily, like, it's as if you're just, I don't want to say, because life is never easy. We literally said you have your own struggles, and you have your own struggles and challenges, but people just feel like you make it look like life is easy. People feel like you don't really be going through anything, but maybe you're someone that you just deal with it behind the scenes. You know how to really transmute and evolve and elevate and close cycles that do not serve you. So yeah, you just forever stay in your bag. You're highly charming, highly confident, and people be pressed because not only do you command respect and loyalty, but you have an energy that really knows how to excite and motivate others. It's given this vibe that your energy is very infectious. It's hard for people not to like and admire you, and unfortunately people be envious and jealous about that, and there's not really much you can do about that, unfortunately. So one more card, please, Spirit. No, I'm gonna take that one card. I feel like you could have messages in one of the other piles because some cards from previous piles is popping out. Is popping out. So like we said, oh my gosh, you cannot make this up. And the Two of Cups, you definitely have messages in another pile, so go check it out. You got holes, you got options. People very much find you desirable. They want to get to know you, they want to connect with you. You're very charming. I can't believe I didn't pick up on the attractiveness. Okay, you're very charming and attractive. People just can't help but like want to romanticize you, want to connect with you. You yourself as well, you could be a very strong believer in love and just wanting to be in love, and you can easily attract that. Like, people could be pressed and upset that you are literally attracting partners who want to give to you, okay, who want to take you out on dates, who want to charm your boots off and sweep you off your feet. Like, people really don't like that you have people wanting to pursue and build a connection with you. The Knight of Cups also talks about creativity and imagination. So people are upset that you have an out-of-the-box creative mind that can literally turn nothing into something. Midas touch vibes. So yeah, overall, a lot of people are attracted to you. The fact that you are so heartwarming, okay, the fact that you believe in love, you follow your heart, you don't do anything that just doesn't align with you. Like, if you don't feel it within your heart and your soul, you're not gonna go with it. You're not just gonna take anyone's old offer as well. Not just because you get all these people throwing themselves at you, you're not gonna take it just because. You always believe, like, you set a standard of what you want, and I'm telling you, people are upset because you attract in partners and lovers who they want to give you that. They want to woo you. They want to sweep you off your feet. And maybe these people feel some type of way because they struggle to attract partners who want to go above and beyond to impress them. Maybe they feel like they're settling in love and they see that you don't settle. You have no problem just standing in your own power and your own independence and doing what it do, especially if you identify as being as a woman. Like, there's no queens here. It's all kings. So it's like, yeah, you're very much independent. You're very much standing by yourself, you know. I'm sorry, I'm shuffling this deck and I'm like, I need new messages that haven't come out from other piles. So let's go again. But yeah, I don't know, maybe if you're a woman as well, you could have people kind of intimidated because you could be an alpha female. That's what it could be as well. But we have two cards. One says perseverance. I love it. Continue without getting discouraged by opposition or previous failure. So people feel like you ain't been through it, but you have some stories to tell. You've definitely overcome and you've conquered a lot. You've had people try to block you, try to slow down your progression, and you've never taken that literally escape, okay? You've had a lot of people try to keep you stuck and stagnant, and you don't accept that for your destination. You don't accept that for your end goal. You push through and you break glass ceilings, you break barriers. No one can keep you stuck. No one can tell you that you can't do something, because if you passionately feel it in your soul and it ignites and it sparks so much creativity within you, like, you're gonna chase after whatever it is you feel like you need to do. People could just be very unhappy that you have this, what's the word, you have this strong spirit that is able to overcome anything life throws at you. Like, you're never discouraged, you never stop doing what you set your mind to, and failure does not scare you, okay? They are not L's, they are lessons. That's how you look at your failures. So we have air, the breath of life, communication. So people definitely feel like with that air energy, you're definitely knowledgeable, intellectual, maybe you have degrees, okay, get it? We love a baddie that is knowledgeable, okay? But like, you literally inspire people, you breathe life into them. Maybe you help people realize the limitations that they're putting in front of themselves and give them the strength and the power to conquer those limitations. And like we said, make the demons that itch. Like, you have the power to inspire people to step out of that self-imposed prison and just go after whatever their soul is calling. People could be very envious that you have really good communication skills, you're able to articulate yourself correctly. Nothing, like, no one can come and speak to you and have any misunderstandings, because you will hash it out, clear out those misunderstandings really quickly. In terms of, like, if people want to navigate a conversation and make it go in their favor, like, no one can talk circles around you. People don't like to have debates with you because you're very witty, you're a very fast thinker. Like, your communication skills are A1. People could also like the sound of your voice as well. Like, it could be very, very mesmerizing. Is that the word? But anyway, we have I. Look to see what is really there. So I feel like for me, that really taps into the high priestess energy of you just being you're also very lucky, bitch. This is why they are so annoyed, because it's like someone who gets a lot of options, and we literally said it with like offers and invitations. You don't just take every and single option that comes towards you, but like someone who has loads of options, they have to evaluate which option is actually gonna benefit them in the long run and bring them the financial stability, emotional security that they need, okay? You are very much someone that you see through people, situations, and circumstances. You see them for what they are. No one can come and try and manipulate you or wear a mask, because you will always see through that mask and the projection that people are trying to put up. People could be quite nervous to interact with you, because not only are you an amazing communicator and you can really pick up on, like, I'm getting an image of someone trying to be shady and thinking that, oh, just because they said it in a way that it doesn't seem shady, like, you'll pick that shit up and you'll call someone out on it. You don't have any problem with confrontation. If it needs to be handled, you'll handle it. So people do feel intimidated that, A, you will forever call people out on their bullshit, and you don't have time for people trying to play in your face, play on your timeline. Like, you see it for what it is, and it is what it is. And I'm literally gonna take this card because we literally just said that energy. Like, you will call a hoe out, okay? You will blow their house down. You do not care. Again, with the passion, the creation, you are able to just, in terms of your creative ideas, baby, you make nothing into something. You plant seeds and they grow into a bountiful of abundance. The destruction, like, you are a force to be reckoned with. People really don't want to go up against you, have any arguments or conflict and opposition or competition with you, because you will make them feel like they are burnt out, they are defeated, they are exhausted, they can't get back up and fight another day, because, baby, like, you're the big bad wolf. That's the energy it's given. Transformation, you're someone that's able to evolve, transform, transition. You never stay stuck or stagnant in situations that do not serve you, or just karmic interactions. Like, you're really not here for the BS. It's not your portion, it's not your cup of tea. So we have one more deck before we tap into our pre-pick cards. Just gonna see what else people are saying. Oops. Do you know what? I'll take it because I actually wanted 2 cards and that's what fell out. So again, with the communication, you are a great communication. You are not someone where you rush into things too quickly. You will always think things over before you do them, and you don't play when it comes to your peace. Like, you really don't be playing. Okay. Oh my god, I literally asked for 2 and I've got 3. For God's sake. Sorry for using the Lord's name in vain. But anyway, let's get into it. Metamorphosis and new beginnings. Literally, you're someone who knows how to evolve, transmute, and transition through all cycles of life. You're never staying stuck. You're never staying stagnant. And you always welcome the opportunity for new beginnings. People could really feel some type of way because maybe in terms of like that lucky energy as well, like a lot of new opportunities just appear to be falling into your lap. Like doors are just forever opening up for you. Someone could block a blessing for you, but the universe will automatically open up a new pathway for you to explore and go down. And people really, I'm getting a vibe of a glow up as well. You can forever transition and go through glow up seasons and reinvent yourselves, and people feel like they don't know how to do that. I don't know if they're still trying to identify who they are as a person, but yeah, they are not happy that you are able to do that. So we have giving and receiving life, divine exchange. And for me, it really taps into that energy of you give life to people. People really love interacting with you because it, not only is it a sacred exchange, okay, not only, I'm also getting this vibe of like, do you know when ancestors or the divine and angels will use you to communicate with people and send messages? It's like people really enjoy connecting with you because they feel like they receive messages that they are supposed to hear within the moment and time of life. So you could, not that you mean to, but sometimes you could be giving people like unsolicited advice, constructive criticism that they may not even be ready to hear. And that's why some people be pressed, because you could read a bitch, you could read a bitch and they weren't even expecting that. In the best of ways though. It's not like you're just being petty, it's just you feel intuitively guided to say something, you're gonna speak it. But on the most part, like, people really do enjoy connecting and talking to you because they feel like it's just ethereal. You make them feel lighter, you help them ease any stress that they could be going through, and you help give them answers that they are looking for at that designated time of life. And then we have facing fear, courage, inner strength. So you're someone that's very powerful. People are pressed that no matter what obstacles and blockages you face, you are always able to conquer them. Okay, you're very courageous, you're very strong, independent, powerful. You don't let fear and anxiety stop you from going down the new path, exploring a new creative passion, building a business, whatever you want to do. You don't allow like the idea of, oh, I don't have all the answers. Like, you don't stop that from, you don't allow that to stop you from doing what it is that you passionately desire to do. So yeah, people be pressed that it seems like you have no fears because you're just courageously going out there and living life however you need to live life. And with that inner strength as well, with the perseverance as well, it's like nothing can weigh you down. People are very upset about the strength and determination that you have, the power that you have within yourself. It's obviously it's the divine and your ancestors and your spiritual team giving you that strength and power, but they are like, where do you get it from? How do you have all this abilities to just face life head on? You know what I mean? Some people be scared to do that. So we literally have Spider Woman. She, and oh my god, stop playing, there's 2 spiders here. So maybe spiders, there's a symbolic meaning behind that. So go Google it, because me personally, whenever I see an animal and I feel like there's a spiritual meaning that I'm supposed to go get, I go and see what that means. So we have she who creates from a central source. Yeah, The divine gives you the power and the strength to weave your web of adventure and excitement. Ooh, it's literally giving magic manifester vibes. You have a vision, a creation within you, and you grab all your resources. Maybe you're very resourceful as well. You grab all your resources to I'm trying to say weave your web of creativity. So yeah, people be pressed that you're able. It's just this vibe of, where do you get this power to create what you're creating? I want to know your secret. So we have heartbreak. Heal what hurt you, but don't forget what it taught you. And this is why you're so strong and you're so powerful, and people just don't understand that you don't allow the pain to consume you. You learn the lesson you need to learn from it, and you will transform that energy and heal, okay? You don't forget what it, you know, what it felt like, what it did to you and what it taught you, but you understand that there was a necessary lesson to learn. And this is why you have no sense of fear. Obviously, we're all human, we're going to be afraid from time to time, but you will not allow that fear to block you or stop you, because you just don't fear failure. Anytime you fail, it's a lesson, okay? It's a lesson. And in this human experience, we're all here to learn lessons. Dreams. If you can dream it, you can achieve it. The time is now. So yeah, people are literally upset that you're out here making your dreams a reality. You're not someone where you just sit down and you talk about it. You actually put in the planning, the preparation, and the initiative to make it a reality, bring it into the physical realm. And people see your magic manifesting abilities, and they're upset that they don't have that same kind of willpower, the determination, the ability to do what it is you're doing. Mouthy. Oh, sometimes I can't keep my mouth shut. I think we said you have no problem like going off on people. And it's literally coming through. Like, people, they don't want to get in no debate with you, because you will read a hoe. You will read a hoe and let them know what's good if it needs to be. Like, you have no problem talking your shit and saying how you feel. And it's definitely an energy of, you said what you said and you meant it. Like, you didn't stutter. You did not stutter. So, because people can be people pleasers, you know, and they could be afraid of saying something because of the reaction they may get. You don't have those same fears, because in terms for you, if you were to like sit on it and harbor it and just swallow it instead of expressing it and discussing it. And I'm not out here saying that you're being absolutely horrible and rude, because we said you have good communication skills. Like, you're not going to go off on somebody unless it's actually called for. Like, you have a good way to communicate anything that you need to communicate. But like, you'll say what needs to be said, because holding it in like that just, it doesn't do you any good. You need to express and release it instead of harboring feelings for people. Oh, hero. I will come in and save the day. And that's what people don't understand. Because it's like, you do go through struggles, you go through trials and tribulations, but you don't sit down waiting for somebody to save you. You help yourself, you save yourself, you heal yourself, and you pull yourself out of whatever stagnant or painful, turbulent cycle you could be experiencing. People really don't realize that, yes, the divine is behind you, helping you, but you are the one really grafting and putting in the work to do what needs to be done. And I feel like that's what it is. Like, not a lot of people can be their own hero and save themselves, because they may be codependent and just really reliant on other people to help them and navigate them through life. So they feel very annoyed and upset that you don't really, I'm not saying you don't need people, because it's amazing to have a community, but if you need to go at it alone, you can very much go at it alone and take on life, because you have that inner strength and that power. And it says, do not disturb, regeneration in progress. Oh, so yeah, you don't play with your peace, your sanctuary, your sanity, and you really do know when it's time to withdraw from people and take care of yourself, okay? You're someone where you do not put other people's needs above your own. Like if someone is hurting you and they're being detrimental to your benefit and development, you have no problem releasing and letting them go, because hey, it is what it is. You're not here for my progression. You're just kind of dragging me down. So people are kind of upset that you really do prioritize your self-care. Like you never let your self-care slip, because that's what makes you feel like you are your best self, when you're taking care of your happiness, your health, and your mental stability. Spread the love. Oh my gosh. Yeah, people just don't like we said, you have a lot of people that find you desirable, they enjoy your energy, they want to fall in love with you, whether that be friends, lovers, it doesn't matter. You just have an addictive energy where people really love connecting with you, because you help them feel safe, you help them feel secure, you teach them to love themselves, okay? Yes, this may be about what people are being pressed about, but for the people who aren't petty betties, they aren't a whole ass hater, like they really do appreciate what you teach them, and you teach them to practice self-love and self-care. This is why people respect you, and this is why the haters be mad about your happiness, because it's like and it literally says honor your feelings. It's like you attract a following of people who just really admire and respect you, and some people aren't happy about that because they wish they kind of inflicted that devotion within other people. But hey, it is what it is. This is your calling, that's not that calling. So honor your feelings. Again, when it comes to how you're feeling, you don't harbor anything. You say what needs to be said, you speak your shit, and it is what it is. If people don't like it, they don't like it. You can respect it, but you're gonna honor how you feel in that moment, okay? If you feel like someone is weighing you down, dragging you down, they're not adding to your benefit of evolution and happiness, you'll let it go, because you're not gonna stay stuck in a situation, or you're not just gonna entertain friends, lovers, and family just because of some loyalty or blind loyalty or obligation to them. If it's not aligning with you and they are not honoring you or your feelings, or they're not respecting your boundaries, you'll let them go, because you have no problem setting the boundaries and where they need to be, okay? People either respect them or they just jog on, get on with life, and leave you to get on with yours. So yeah, for me it's just reaffirming that people are upset that, again, you can't be manipulated to do what they want you to do, believe what they want you to believe. Like, you're not a sheep, you are the motherfucking shepherd, okay? So we have public eye. You're being watched by multiple people who don't have your best interests at heart. So yeah, like, look at it this way. You have love from all scopes and spectrums. You have people who do enjoy the love that you spread, but you're gonna have the negative Nancy's that are not gonna like what you're doing. You're out here, you could be a socialite, you could be an influencer, you could just be working with your community and you have a great reputation. People are watching you, they're not really helping you build or just strengthening what you're doing, but yet they want to stay judging you. And I did say that I didn't want to say people are throwing evil eye at you, but literally people stay watching you and throwing evil eye at you because they hate that you're in the public and you have a good reputation. You be getting a lot of recognition for the way that you help people and you uplift people. And hey, spirit stay protecting you, so I won't even stress about that. Mirror magic, someone envies you and is trying to steal your essence to become a mirror image of you. So take of that what you will. Like, people literally, they want to be you, they want to look like you, they want to have your essence, they want to have your your vibe, they want to have your sparkle, okay? And they can't. So that's why you have people pressed, because A, you're very admired and respected by people, B, you look hella good, and see, they're just envious and jealous. They hella want to be you, and unfortunately, like, no. I literally said this. I said these people could be struggling to find their own identity, so they feel like the only way to succeed and evolve and thrive is to adopt and mimic your identity. But I'm telling you, it's not working. It's not working for them, because you cannot be replicated. Your essence cannot be copied, okay? You are authentic. You can't copy authenticity. So how to, thank you for joining me on this reading. Remember, like, you have more messages in another pile, so go check it out. If you feel like this resonated with you, or you enjoyed it, or if you have any recommendations for any other readings that you want to hear, like, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, join my familia, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Hi, pal free. So we are tapping in, and we're gonna see, why is your happiness disturbing people? Like, what is the tea? Why are they pressed? Why are they hot and bothered by your happiness? Okay, so I have some pre-picked cards for your pile, but we'll get into those a little later. Let's get straight in and see exactly what your tarot is saying. So spirits, ancient ancestors, ascending masters, guardian angels, divine, why are people bothered by pile three's happiness? Please tell us the tea on that. The collective is that bitch, okay? They are that guy, they are that girl, okay? People are bothered because it's like you have a crown, okay? It's also to do with your strength, your inner and your outer strength. The fact that, like, people can be quite envious of your talents, your skills, your power, your beauty, and they really want to challenge that. And it's giving this vibe of you're unbothered, you are unfazed by the competition, you are unfazed by the people who don't like you, because at the end of the day, with this Six of Wands, the love and admiration, the fans, I'm telling you, they outweigh the haters every single time, every single day. So you're definitely someone who's got a good reputation. People very much respect you. They want to celebrate you, give you your flowers. When it comes to social media, you have a presence. You could be an influencer, or like your social media aesthetic, people really like it. You inspire people. It's just like people really look up to you and admire your aura, your energy, what you bring to the table. You could also be someone that is a trendsetter, okay? Whatever you do, you're shining brightly in the spotlight and you are successful. People want to be in your clique, okay? Given the vibes of clique full of hella stars, like, I feel like people be envious or bothered because you being around others, it really elevates their social status, because you're the vibe, you're the #1 baddie. No one can take your title, no one can take your crown, but people stay trying. That's the tea. You also have people pressed because, like, you are forever triumphant. No one can knock your grind, knock your hustle, stop your shine, stop your flow. Like, you are forever achieving your goals and aspirations, and on top of that, you are victorious. You are forever winning. That's why people are bothered and pressed, because they could really challenge your confidence, they could challenge your capability, and you really, like, you're not here for it. You're not whatever Kool-Aid they're giving, like, you're ignoring it. You're unbothered, you're unfazed. You say who you are and no one else can come in and tell you otherwise. Like, it's bogus for you. They need to keep it pushing. Ooh, bitch, please tell me that's the Nine of Pentacles that just shot out. Ugh. And it is. It's the Nine of Pentacles. So people are pressed that you are financially stable. You definitely could be someone that you could be rocking the latest fashion designer, or what you wear, it just looks high class. It looks like it's fashionable. It looks like it's trendy designer. It doesn't matter if you went thrifting. It doesn't matter if you went to TK Maxx, Primark. It doesn't matter. It just looks high class. You're very fashionable. You got a sense of style. Fashionista, okay? Ooh, you are just independent and single and just living your best life. Like, that's the vibe, and people are so pressed. You are definitely breaking a lot of hearts, even if it's platonically as well. Like, you are ending situations and cycles that do not align with you, and you got people pressed and bothered because you're walking away from them, and they're the ones that are dusted and busted while you're on your way up to the next level, baby. But you are independent, you're successful, you're hella mature, okay? You're not looking for no one's validation because you validate yourself. Oh, I love this energy. It's got me geeked right now, and I don't even say geeked, but that's how I feel. Like, ooh, I am excited. You be having people excited when you come through, okay? People are like speechless, at a loss for words, because I don't know, you're just so regal, royalty, independent, flourishing, money minded, and people could just be aggravated that you don't need a man, you don't need a girl, you can do bad all by yourself, okay? Also, people could be intimidated to pursue you romantically because they see how, when it comes to being single, you are very much enjoying your singlehood, and like, you could do bad all by yourself, period. People are also bothered by your happiness because you, like, okay, maybe I've said it the wrong way. Like, people are just bothered that your happiness and your aura, people find it, like, the other people who admire you, they find you very comforting. They enjoy being around in your presence, okay? You're also, like, well respected in the sense, like, you could be an entrepreneur. People want to come to you for business advice because they see how self-reliant and hardworking you are, and on top of that, you are very prosperous, like, and abundant. People really want to learn from you because you're successful, you're forever thriving. Again, with the confidence, okay, that's definitely shining through, and people are kind of pressed and bothered that you're happy, you're free, no one can keep you stuck and stagnant, you're not a caged bird, you're just out here going wherever life is taking you, and you're really enjoying the ride. Not everyone has that freedom to do what you're doing, and they're definitely feeling some type of way about it. Seven of Pentacles, reaffirming that you're someone who plants seeds, you work really hard on what you do, and it gives back to you, okay? You could be someone who's very resourceful and innovative when it comes to like planning and strategizing how you're going to go about making your dreams and ambitions a victory. Literally, you have the Eight of Pentacles, which reaffirms that you are a hard worker. You stay dedicated to whatever task you set your mind to. People are pressed that you really have a good reputation as being a hard worker, being someone who is stable, and when it comes to their money and keeping it up and stuck, like, that is you for sure. You're definitely someone, when you start a project, like, you do not give up. You persevere through whatever you do. You are very determined to acquire your desired results because you're someone who knows how to make great investments. People could feel like when it comes to their money, it's slipping away like water, literally through their fingers, because they don't know the best ways to invest it and make their money work for them. But that, for you, you don't have that problem, and that's why people are kind of pressed. And I feel like it comes to, like, not only are you able to work very hard, but it's also this energy that you have a lot of patience for what you're doing, and you're resilient. Like, you're not going to easily give up on something just because it's not giving you the desired results that you want, like, off the bat. You're definitely someone who can be a master at any craft that you dedicate yourself to. You're very good at developing your skills, and when it comes to your career, like, you know how to dominate your career industry, and on top of that, just like, you know how to thrive and build your career up to the point, like, if you want to reach high levels, like, CEO vibes, you have the capability to do that. That's why you also are like an entrepreneur who could start your own business. If that's an accomplishment or a goal that you want to do, like, baby, you have the power and you are hella successful. You can make anything happen for yourself, okay? Like, you're not afraid of hard work, and that's what these people could be afraid of. They could be afraid of putting the work in to get what they need, and they want to hate on you because you're really getting recognition for the fact that you're dedicated to your career, your finances, your abundance. It's really giving this vibe that I feel like, because there's so many pentacles, I don't want all those cards, you really do be sticking to yourself. Like, this is definitely giving popular loner tongue-tied. You be having people tongue-tied, but this is definitely giving me popular loner vibes, because you are so focused on your stability and your security and building your career. And I don't know if it's because you want to set a good solid foundation for the future generation that's coming after you, but people are very much looking up to you, and they're admiring how you're operating and navigating through life. Like, you're not focused of staying trying to run trends, even though you are a trendsetter and you are in the limelight. It's like, you're not a pick me, you're not trying to search it or find it or trying to get in with any clicks. You're literally doing your own thing, and it's given this vibe of like, I'm gonna drink my water and mind my business. That's you. And you're minding your business all the way to the bank, okay? That's why people are pressed. Ooh, the Knight of Swords. You're very quick-witted. Let me sort out these cards real quick. You're very quick-witted. You're very fast on your feet. You're a good communicator. People are annoyed that, like, you can talk circles around them. No one can... Ten of Swords coming through again. I feel like you know how to swiftly cut off any betrayals or toxic people who do not have your good intentions. You know how to quickly maneuver and walk away from that. And it's given this vibe of, people feel like if you're dealing with narcissists or you're just dealing with karmic people, you know how to disassociate yourself very swiftly without getting scathed or burnt. And they feel like the ones who are getting all the daggers thrown in their back, because at the end of the day, it's just karma being dealt and you're just moving out the way. But obviously they don't see it like that, but it doesn't even matter. What people are pressed about is that you're very quick on your feet, no one can catch you off guard, good communicator, and very intellectual, okay? Whatever business you operate in, like, not only are you the master in it skills-wise, you have a depth and flow, a well of, like, knowledge, basically. You definitely have people pressed over the fact that you can't be placed in a box. You're very unexpected, or you just keep people on their toes because they never really know your next move. Especially if people want to try and copy you or walk in your footsteps, they can't, because they never know what you're gonna do next. I feel like you also have that creative spark within you. You're very driven when it comes to any task or goal that you do. And again, that ties in with the Eight of Pentacles, you being very dedicated and hardworking to any project that you do. On top of that, you're very action orientated. You don't really like to stay stuck in one place. Yes, you may be a bit impulsive, but people could be pressed because you take risks and they very much do pay off for you. You don't suffer many losses. Like we said, you stay winning, and it's because you don't keep yourself stuck in fear and scared of, like, what if, you know, what if what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong. You're also kind of like a rebel, and people are envious or just pressed that you are respected and admired for not fitting the status quo, not fitting in with society's expectations. You are a rebel, you are your own trendsetter, you have a category all for yourself, and people admire you. You inspire people. You're very exciting. Like, people want to know what you do next because they find you exciting and very admirable. I'm getting the Queen Bee with this kind of card, so you could definitely be a queen bee. It says that you're a hard worker, so, and it says communication, So yeah, you're a hard worker and you have great communication skills. But for me, you're definitely the queen. Be head bitch in charge. Don Daddy, you run this ish. And I think I've seen this. So I'm going to go again. Let's get some new messages, please, Spirit. Let's come through with the pile free and give them what they deserve, please, Spirit. Okay, I think Spirit is just telling me to pick cards because they're just falling all over the place right now. Okay, let's do a lucky dip. I'm going to change it up for you guys because I feel a bit spicy. Okay, great. I love that. That's what we're going through. What's our bottom deck? Oh my god, I literally said you have some creative... Can I speak? Oh my god, I'm sorry. I had a little bit of rum and Desirano in my slushy and it looks like it's got me a bit waved. But anyway, yeah, the creativity, like connect with your creative spirit, create something new. Like, no one can copy you. You are the blueprint of creativity. You are so unexpected and exciting in the best of ways. And people, they look forward to what you do next because they never really expect it. So we have breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. The pressure doesn't get to you, baby. The pressure does not get to you. You were made for this shit, okay? Whatever life throws at you, you know how to handle it with a cool, calm, collected head. You're very level-headed. No one can scare you. No one can make you feel very nervous. And the way that she has the three eyes, it could be highlighting that you're very in tune with your psychic abilities. The divine, your spiritual team, ancestors are forever communicating with you and guiding you. Like, this is definitely giving me the vibe of you don't have to see shit to believe it. You just have the utmost faith in the team that is behind you in the spiritual realms, and you believe that they are going to get you through whatever triumphs, struggles, wins you are going through. They are forever going to have your back. But yeah, people could just be a bit pressed over the fact that if you do ever face opposition, maybe it's mainly behind closed doors, because out of the tarot, you are forever winning out of your tarot. I'm sorry, people. You have people pressed because they never see you down. That's what it is. They never see you down. You be handling your shadow work behind closed doors and you don't let hosts see you sweat. That's why they're pressed, because you never let them see you sweat. Oh, I love that energy. Rest, baby. What did we say? Whenever a bitch is checking in on you, you are forever resting, okay? You know how to take a break from society, take a break from life, and just rejuvenate, meditate, relax, show appreciation for what is going well in your life, and release what is not. Because at the end of the day, we cannot stress over shit that we cannot control. It is what it is. So yeah, people be kind of annoyed that you have the energy of let live and let God, if I'm saying it correctly. Basically, you surrender and you hand it over to your spiritual team. You're like, please deal with this, because I just, it's above me now. I don't have the power to do it, so I need you guys to assist. You very much are someone that gives the problems to your angels, and you just watch them come through for you and deliver for you every single time. You're a very calm, relaxed, nonchalant maybe kind of individual, and people be pressed that, again, they never see you bothered, they never see you pressed, they never see you upset. It's definitely an energy of, if someone comes, what is that video where there is drama, and oh, it's probably one of the Housewives or Love and Hip Hop whatever series, but it's kind of like someone having beef, and the person's like, what? They have beef with me? I didn't even know we had beef, baby. They have beef with themselves. I don't know who said that. But yeah, it's kind of that vibe. Like, people be having beef with you and you're just like, nah, they're beefing with themselves, because we are good over here. I don't know what's going over. I don't know what's going on that neck of the woods. But in terms of here, we're pretty good and we're chilling. Tricksters. Oh my God. Okay. A person who is not what they appear to be. It's just reaffirming itself. And I'm sorry if I sound like I'm repeating myself, but yeah, people are pressed because you see the wolves in sheep clothing. You see straight through them. You see their trickster behavior. You can read energies. Like, you, even if you don't have physical proof that someone is being shisty and talking behind your back, if intuitively you get signs from your spiritual team that someone does not have your best interests, they're sending you some evil eye, they are preying on your downfall, you will move away, because that energy shift is more than enough for you. People could be annoyed that it's just giving this vibe. If you move away from someone because they're shisty or they're shady or they're fake, like, that really bothers them. That really has them pressed, because I don't know, it's like people want to come in and hurt you. Like, you know, those people who want to befriend you and then let you down and then be the one who's like, ha ha ha, I ended them, I ended the situation, and now they're heartbroken over me. Like, people really want to come in and try and hurt you, and then they be annoyed when they try and hurt you and it doesn't work because you cut them off, because you see through them, you see that they're shisty. But yeah, you be seeing your haters pressed and sweat through in their hard times, and they be annoyed that they do not see the same from you. Like, they really don't like that. And on top of that, you can read them. Drama, oh my god. Situation or person with too much drama, literally. That's what people are realizing. You will remove yourself from drama. You do not have time for drama. Drama, we leave it at the front door, baby. Literally, you see people's masks. Like, it is what it is. And that's why people are pressed, because that is another thing I was getting. It's like, when you walk away, people are like, oh, was I the drama? Yes, baby, you was the drama. Your negativity, your pessimistic energy. I need to move away. So people don't like when you move away from them because they are low vibrational. Like, they just, it bothers them, it gets under their skin. People could try and bring drama to you as well, and it doesn't work. You snip, you move out of the way, and you let them fight with themselves. I'm sorry, that's the whole energy. You really let people fight with themselves, and they be so bothered about it. Like, they're just like, why is this hoe not beefing with me? That's really the energy. People really thought they were gonna wind you up and get you aggravated, but that's not what happens. That's really not what happens. So I'm gonna do the same thing again, because boy, that was actually quite funny what came through. So I'm gonna take this one, and I'm gonna take this one, and I'll take this one, and we'll get another surprise. What's the bottom energy? So we have Disso love. Okay, release identity, merge with source. That is interesting. With the release identity, I feel like you're someone who can always reinvent yourself when you go through new glow up eras. Like, if you don't like an area of yourself, or you just want to evolve and grow, like, you don't have to hold on to your past identities. You are very much someone that you can release them and become something new that makes you feel lighter and happier with yourself. In terms of merge with source, again, you're very in tune, and like, your channel and connection to the divine, it's always open. They are always hearing your prayers. They are always coming to assist you. They always have your back. It's giving this vibe that you are divinely protected, okay? You're forever transitioning and growing, and your spiritual team are very proud of you that you do not stay stuck, because people really do want to come through and project onto you, but you don't allow it. You really just leave them where they're at, and you move forward with your life. Greatness, no, you're very great, okay? You are hella great. Because I don't know why I said that. It literally says gentleness, compassion, kindness, and soft. Ooh. So that's interesting. I don't know why that would have people pressed, but it looks like people are just annoyed that you're very genuine, you're very authentic. It could also be reaffirming that when people lose you, they are pressed because they realize they've lost a real one. They've lost a genuine friend that loved them unconditionally. You didn't do shit for them and expect anything in return. You just literally did it out of the kindness of your heart. You're very comforting. You're very comforting to people. They love your soft energy and your soft aura. And I feel like when you come into alignment with someone and they do you dirty and you walk away from them, they never meet anyone of your vibration again, because they've literally shown the divine, they cannot appreciate people like you. So I feel like with that, like when you're gone, people cannot forget you, and that's what has them that's what has them bothered and pressed, because for them, they can't forget you, but they know that you've pretty much forgotten them and moved on to the next. So that's what also has them pressed. Like the same way you leave them to fight with themselves, they know that you've basically forgotten about them and you're on to the next chapter of your life that does not involve them. And they're very upset about that. So we have forgive, release. It's time to release and heal. So it's interesting because it's giving this energy that there's no love lost. You're able to forgive people and heal past painful cycles. But when you leave people, because people can know that you're very forgiving, but it has them triggered that when you've kind of just left them and moved on and you've done your own healing of the situation and you don't let them back in, like they're really pressed. Maybe they always thought that they would always, like, you'd always accept them, you'd always welcome them back with open arms, but they're really seeing that no, just because you're soft, you're gentle, and you're forgiving, and you practice unconditional love does not mean you will allow people to just come in and walk all over you. So you have a lot of people in regret. There's a bit of there is a bit of jealousy and envy, but for the most part, because you are such a lovely person and you're so chill and you're so relaxed and you're not about the drama, people really do be regretful over the way that they've treated you and the fact that you're not around them anymore, and they do want to seek your forgiveness, but at the same time they are accepting that you've released and you've moved on from this whole situation. And at the end of the day, for you, you don't have to sit with them and talk about it and hash it out sometimes. Like the behavior, people are upset and pressed because their actions and how they treated you is more than enough for you to be like, deuces, I am out. I don't need to hear you out. I don't need to discuss or mediate shit. I can see your character from how you've acted, and that's enough information for me. So people really wish that they could go back and change and say their sorries and apologies, but at the end of the day, the actions speak louder than their words, and they're upset that they didn't see the bigger picture. They didn't think big. They were thinking too small. They were thinking that they could treat you any old way and they could come through with some soppy apology because you're a softie. But they're realizing that, hey, you may be soft, but you got some bite to you as well, because when you axe them out and cut them off, it hurts. We also have I am a temple, holy, divine, and sacred. Yeah, people, because we saw how you're connected with spirit. People are very upset that you have that connection with spirit. You're God's favorite. You are very divine, okay? You have an ethereal energy. The way that you are forever blessed, it's really just given this vibe that you are highly favored, okay? And you could also treat yourself like a temple. And people are pressed that you really prioritize your self-care. You hold yourself to a high standard. You put yourself on a pedestal. That's why if people want to come in and tell you something that you ain't finna hear it, because you know that you're divine and you're here to do some big ish. That's why you ain't got time for certain folk. So we have goddess of art, music, knowledge, and eloquence. So yeah, you're very creative, whether that be in the arts, music, or just intellectually. You're creative, you're very knowledgeable, you're smart. You could be very cultured as well. So when it comes to interacting with different cultures, you are able to either quickly pick up their practices, or you're just able to merge or adapt to any environment that you are newly introduced to. People, again, like, they're kind of envious of your creativity because they wish they could be innovative or think out of the box like you do. Direction, you forever know what direction you're going in. Sometimes life takes unexpected turns that lead you in the right direction. So I feel like you forever know what direction you're going in the sense of, if you feel intuitively pulled to go that way, you're going to go that way without question. You don't need all the answers. It's just, if your soul is guiding you to go in that direction, you're going to go in that direction. It's also telling me that people could be pressed that you really do be trusting your gut and your intuition, because some people don't want to trust that, because not having all the answers or not feeling like you're very skilled in that craft can really stop them and hinder them from exploring a new adventure. But you don't like to do that because you welcome the challenge of the unknown and learning anything new. So yeah, forever trusting your intuition and your gut. So freedom, this came in reverse though. Free yourself from what's holding you back. It's time to move forward. So because we definitely got the freedom from the Nine of Pentacles, with that coming in reverse, like, I feel like the other people who are pressed by your happiness are feeling very trapped and stagnant at this time, and they kind of miss having you around as a source of insight, awareness, and like a mini divine compass to help them navigate whatever obstacles they're going through. They could probably look back and think on how you have conquered a lot of situations and you've freed yourself from what is holding you back, and you've always moved forward. And it has them bothered and pressed because they're struggling to do that for themselves. They want to do that for themselves, but they're stuck. They're feeling very stagnant. But for you, you can't relate, and that's why they're bothered, because you cannot relate to staying stagnant and stuck. You will forever move forward. People want to say you're egotistical and conceited and arrogant, but baby, no, you're not. I'm here to tell you, you're not. We already started this pile saying that you are the shit. People are just projecting onto you. It's because you just believe in the fact that you deserve the best, because you essentially are the best. And some people, they need to adopt that self-love for themselves. I feel like people could really learn a thing or two from you instead of be out here saying that you're arrogant and conceited. Your song is feeling myself, I'm conceited, feeling myself, I'm conceited. Like, baby, feel yourself and be conceited, because that's why they're pressed and bothered, because they wish they had the strength. They wish they had the self-confidence that you have, and it is what it is. I ain't gonna say more on that. Like, you the shit, period. And that's why they're bothered and they're pressed. Ew. Reckless. I'm actually laughing because that Knight of Swords energy came through. You're a rebel and a risk taker, okay? And it always pays off. So it says, I tend to do things without thinking. Yeah, you're impulsive in the best of ways. People don't like that you're impulsive and you're reckless, and it pays off. Like, spirit is rewarding your impulsive behavior. But it's not like you're being impulsive to hurt people. You're just being impulsive because you feel creatively or intuitively pulled to do so. So live your best life, live it through freedom, and continue to just, obviously if you're not hurting people, obviously if you're hurting people, don't do it, but continue to be a free, reckless bird traveling onto the next adventure, because your risks are paying off. You are not falling victim to your ego and your fears, and that's why people are pressed. Vengeful. Oh god, I always have to get even. Okay. I feel like this is more of a projection, to be honest with you, because we literally said that you leave people to fight with themselves. It's like you hold up a mirror to people and their vengeful behavior, their obsession to humble you, get even with you, knock you down a peg or two, and they don't like that you hold up that mirror. You say, yeah, I see you, and on top of that you say, bitch, it ain't working. Like, people want to say that you're vengeful and you hold grudges and you're in competition with people, but it's all a projection, and they're pressed that you are letting the lights be shone on what really is going on in this situation. So we also have sorry, not sorry. I'm just laughing because we were just talking about you holding up a mirror to people and reflecting what it really is in the situation, and you really don't give a fuck. You really do not give a fuck, okay? You have an energy where you will tell people the harsh truths, you will reflect the harsh truths, or you just live your life unapologetically, like you are unapologetically yourself, and you give no fucks about it. It is what it is. Sorry, no sorry. Jeez Louise, I need to go drink water. Sorry, not sorry. Like, you don't care if people don't like you. As long as you love yourself, that is all that matters in that moment in time. Oh my god, party in your heart, baby. You are the life of the party, okay? You are connected with your inner child. Not only are you someone, like, you're not a stick in the mud, okay? Not only are you someone that works hella hard, but on top of that, you know how to play. Jeez Louise, my brain fried. On top of that, you know how to have fun, okay? You know how to work hard and play hard. You have a very good balance with it all. Like, people could see you partying, living your best life, catching planes, catching flights, and they wonder how you balance it all with your busy career or work schedule, because you're definitely just, it's a vibe all the time. I don't know if I said it for this pal or a different pal, but you are definitely a whole ass vibe. People want to party with you. People want to get in your clique, okay? They want to be a part of your entourage because you're the life of a party. It's always shits and giggles with you. Like, the banter is good here. That is for sure. Go wild. What did we say? You literally know how to live your best life. You are fun, you are free, you are courageous, you are confidently yourself, okay? You could be a fire sign, you could be a Leo, baby. You are the star of the show. The limelight loves you and you love the limelight, baby, okay? You chase whatever you want to chase, and no one can challenge you. No one can put you in a box. No one can hold you down, because you are a free spirit going wherever the wind takes you and doing whatever it is you feel within your heart and your soul you need to do. So we have sun protection. Let the rays of the sun clear away any negative energy you may be feeling at this time. People are pressed that, what did we say? They never see you sweating. They never see you going through it. This is an evil eye deck, and you have such a lovely card here. Like, it's always good times with you. It's good vibes. The sun is forever shining. You could have a very sunny disposition, or people just love being in your aura because you are the light within the darkness. No one can send any negative energy your way. You could be someone, like, you could enter a room and you literally change the energy in the room. Like, the aura, if it was down and gloomy, once you step in, bitch, it's shining, it's happy, it's up, and it's thriving. Everyone wants to get down with a get down because you are a whole ass vibe, okay? So also when you talk to people, and that's what else could have people press, like, if you talk to people, you can make them feel very happy. You can help remove any negative energy that could be like, that could just be holding them down within that time. And maybe you're someone, because you have this ability to make people feel better just by authentically being yourself, you're naturally going to attract haters. You're naturally going to attract energy vampires. So we have withdrawal. You are moving on past those who have issues with you. It no longer matters to you. We literally said that. That's literally been the whole reading. That's why people are so pressed and bothered by your happiness, because they're realizing that they need you a hell of a lot more than you need them, because you're good with or without them. At the end of the day, you are the substance here. You are the magic in this equation. They're just along for the ride. People are very upset that you're outgrowing them. You're moving on from them, because even though they may not be voicing that they have an issue with you, you can feel it energetically, and you don't have time for it. You don't have time to invest in these petty arguments with these people who are just immature. You're too mature for the BS, like, for real. And I absolutely love that for you. People are just upset that you know when to snip cycles, what the fuck? You know when to snip from cycles and move on and just release people, because that's what I said. People be very upset that they're still hung up and thinking about you, and you no longer care about it. You're over it. like holding on to it is doing you more harm. So yeah, pal free, that was a whole ass vibe. I quite liked your reading. I quite resonate with this. So yeah, I hope this is my pal. But if this resonated with you, just comment down below, let me know. If you have any recommendations for any other topics that you want to hear, let me know. I'll look into it. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, join the familiar, guys. Apologies for all the stuttering. It was still a vibe though, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.